for Franklin.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for the Environment. Minister, the FIRB has just given a green light for the Brazilian butchers JBS to take over Huon Aquaculture and expand its corporate empire into our precious marine waters. JBS has faced US courts and multiple US EPA cases for violating their Clean Water Act, dumping effluent in Florida, Illinois, Nebraska, Colorado and Texas. It was behind the deforesting of 42,500 hectares of the Amazon's forests, and in Tasmania, JBS was found dumping abattoir waste into Porky's Creek on King Island. JBS is the last sort of corporate operator we want let loose on our fragile waterways, and this takeover is frightening news for fishers and coastal communities who have witnessed the environmental damage already caused by salmon farming. Your EPA has already failed to protect the marine environment from fish farming, and your so-called step to independence seems to the community like window dressing. Minister, doesn't the fact an environmental vandal like JBS want to expand into our waterways say everything about your government's regulations? And how on earth can you reassure Tasmanians your environmental checks and balances are world class?
You can't answer your own question.
This is a matter of significant public interest. You can scoff as much as you want.
Order.
It's not going to make the concerns of community go away.
Honourable Minister for the Environment.
Thank you, Mr.
It's to your social media followers.
Better supporter of jobs in your electorate than you are.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I thank the member for Franklin for her question. We are aware of reports that the Foreign Investment Review Board has advised Huon Aquaculture that it has no objections to the proposed acquisition by JBS.
Our regulations
Order.
But I need to stress that we're in a market process here. The shareholders of Huon Aquaculture have decisions to make over coming days and weeks, and they need to do that based on their own information. We welcome foreign investment in Tasmania, but we also know that it needs to be balanced with the best interests of our state. We cooperate with and we contribute to the processes of decision making that the Foreign Investment Review Board undertakes in the interests of all Australians, and will continue to do that. For any party wishing to invest in Tasmania and be part of to be part of Tasmania's story. We are proud that Tasmania has a reputation, has a brand that companies from around the world want to be part of and want to participate in. And foreign investment has been very important to building many of the industries that employ Tasmanians right around Tasmania. Now, what I could be clear about, however, Mr. Speaker, if anyone's listening, I'll just
Order. Minister has the call.
The Premier's trying to shut it down.
Order.
Mr. Speaker, any company who conducts business in Tasmania is subject to the same rules. The same requirements for protecting our environment, the same rules of operation.
That's why they've turned
for
they've looked around the
managing
planet,
their impacts. That we partners in any plans that we have for the future, including in our salmon industry, our new 10-year plan that'll be developed over the next 12 months. They'll be required to work consistently with our new direction statement.
You know the ramifications for continually interjecting, so please. You've spent a significant amount of time asking the question. It's been heard by the Minister. Please allow him to continue his answer without interjection.
They'll be required to work in accordance with our reset policy direction regarding the future of our salmon industry, growing longer on land, further offshore, the ban on the expansion of the approved marine farming areas in our state waters, with the exception of those areas under research permits now. They'll be required to work under the supervision of the even more independent EPA that is being separated operated from the Department of Primary Industries,
that
Water
legislation.
and Environment under our policy direction as of the 1st of December, and 2, the internationally peer-reviewed salmon standard, which is being developed by the EPA as well. Mr Speaker, anybody who farms, who invests, who fishes in Tasmania is responsible
Then complain about who's buying.
to operate under our laws and all applicable federal legislation as well. We'll continue to work with industry, we'll continue to regulate to protect Tasmania and ensure that our industries are sustainable, and we will watch with interest the developments and the decisions of the Huon Aquaculture shareholders over several days.
Mr Speaker.
Honourable Leader of the Opposition.